What's up guys, Friday afternoon and I am loading up and we are heading out for the weekend testing, and I like testing customers' cars. We've built this little mini Megatura behind us, but I want to talk to you guys today about this set of shocks, these bad boys right here, the TJM XGS suspension, which is on our full Super Tourer range. And we've been using these products for a little while. Chase specifically on our Arnhem Land trip in his Hilux was running these shocks. And the reason I want to talk to you about them today is because there's so many different shocks out there on the market now. I think people are starting to get a little bit confused as to really how much money do I need to spend for a good suspension system. Now you can go something like the Pace remote reservoir shocks, you can go Fox shocks now from TJM, but the XGS shocks are really the staple item that have been around with TJM for an extremely long amount of time, and they're really well proven. And I've got to say, for most general touring applications, or for most people that build trucks, you don't need to spend stupid money on shocks. If you're going to be spending a lot of time on corrugations, these will still do the job just as good as the more expensive shocks for your general sort of touring. The one thing that you will notice with the XGS shocks is they don't have the sleeve over the top tube. So if you don't put the rubber boot on, which is not recommended, you get that remote resi higher ender kind of look, which I think is getting more important to some people out there when they're choosing a product in the marketplace. The gold coating on them, I think they're a really good looking shock. They come with rubber bushes in the top as well, which is something that not a lot of people will consider when they're picking a shock. The rubber bushes absorb a lot of the load on the connection to the body on the vehicle. They come with matching leaf springs in the back, but what we're going to do is we'll go down to the front. I'll concentrate on the front end. We'll talk a little bit more about the XGS shocks and probably why you should consider them on your touring vehicle. So now we're down at the front at the 79. You can see a really clear picture of the install. We've ripped the front wheel off, so you can see. First thing you'll notice at the front shock does come with the tube sleeve. The rear shock obviously doesn't, like I said before. And obviously the kit comes with coil springs, and you can option on a steering dampener with an XGS shock as well. The big thing, I suppose, with the TJM kits is when you go into your local TJM dealer, they'll have a talk to you about all the accessories that you have fitted to your car. They might even put it over the scales for you, or more importantly, what the future plans are for your car, because you've really got to get it right when it comes to spring rate. So the valving and the spring rate on the XGS system are developed for a couple of different weights. Let's say, for example, if you're not running a bull bar or you're not running a front winch, you could have a 200 kilo difference in the front of your car. So your spring rate's going to be completely different. Massive thing to consider. The springs come in multiple various rates depending on what you're carrying, and equally the same for the rear. If you're constantly running around with the back of your truck loaded up, or you've got a canopy on there, you want to have it sprung a little bit heavier in the leaf springs than what you would if you were running it as a flatbed, for example. The XGS shocks and the Series 4000s, which is what we fitted in this truck here, they're a 40mm bore shock. The tubes are 1.6mm wall. They're suitable for various ranges of lift, so from 50 to 75. Standard for us, we always set we aim for about a 50mm lift. We might end up with a little bit more, so you don't start running into other geometry issues like bump steer and all the rest of it. But the construction of them is second to none. They're fully Australian designed by TJM here in Queensland, and obviously they're Australian tested. The technical stuff I've gone into in a lot of different videos. Check out one of our past videos if you want to know more about how a shock works, or my interpretation on how a shock works. But I can tell you firsthand, with all the Super Tourer builds that we do now, 79 series, 200 series, XGS is our base level suspension for any of our customers. And value for money, I can honestly say, hand on heart, I don't think that you can beat it. I have used it that much. So that's it guys, a little bit on the TJM XGS. Get into your local TJM store, get a little bit more information. If you like these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, or like and subscribe, or like and subscribe. It's Friday afternoon, I'm gonna finish loading up, and I'm out of here.